like to talk to us. Can you give us a sign of your presence? And welcome to Let's Talk Ghost. I'm your host, Steve.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Will.
And the air conditioner's running.
Just turned off.
You gonna get it, Will?
Sure.
All right. This is professional.
Very professional.
All right. There you go.
That's better.
We'll do the show without the AC running.
Yeah.
Gets a little noisy in here.
Yeah.
It is June 22nd, 2014. What have you been up to, Dan?
Not a whole lot. Just had a big festival up by my house.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
A lot of good food.
A lot of good food. Yep.
Of course, you're never happy with the lamb speedies.
No, they're raw again. They're really severely undercooked.
I probably had 5 or 6 lamb speedies throughout the weekend, and I had never had an issue. And everybody else is eating them, and
Well, apparently people like to eat raw meat. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah,
I'm
it doesn't
sorry.
sound good.
No,
they weren't raw.
they were raw.
They weren't raw.
It's a texture thing because I don't like eating raw meat. So
They weren't raw.
well, they're barely warmed through. Anyways,
They were very good.
Other than that, it was a lovely festival put on by St. Anthony's in Endicott.
St. Anthony's of Padua.
Of Padua?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's a town in Italy.
Cool. Never been there.
Me either.
No, me neither.
What's
But
going on, Will? Anything?
Not much.
No?
Nope, getting my eyes checked this week.
Cool.
Get new glasses.
Want to see if maybe you can see again?
Yeah, actually, I don't think my eyes have changed much, but
Me, I've been riding my motorcycle, getting a little practice in here and there, doing better.
have you jumped anything yet? Like
I'm
tried to
building
rent
a
cars or
ramp.
buses or anything?
I'm going to build a ramp. I'm going to jump the majestic Owego Creek.
Oh,
Okay.
that reminds me, there was a guy down my road the other day, and he was popping a wheelie going down the road on his motorcycle.
Sounds safe.
Yeah.
Where was this? Up in Endicott?
Yeah, it was the road goes right by my house.
Let me guess. It was a crotch rocket.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a group that ride around, and I'm not even going to mention their names because I don't want to give them any credit because they're dangerous. They're going to kill somebody or themselves. They do stunting in traffic, and it's very dangerous.
Yeah, this guy was doing it.
Yeah, it's very dangerous, and they think they're the greatest riders in the world, and they're not. They're young, and they're dumb, and they're going to get killed.
Yeah.
Or severely hurt.
Or yeah, they're going to get hurt. I
Or
mean, it's not a
injure
matter.
someone else, you know?
And it's not a matter of when or if. It's just a matter of when.
Right.
You can't ride a motorcycle like that and not get hurt.
No, even the best stunt riders
Get
break
hurt.
like every bone in their body.
Yeah. And these guys aren't stunt riders. They're just doing it because they can. They're young and dumb and apparently have no fear yet because they haven't gotten hurt. And they'll change when they wreck.
Oh yeah.
They won't do that anymore.
By then, it could be too late, though.
Yeah, when they're a vegetable being fed through a straw into their stomach or whatever.
Well, my guess is that they have to have like a background in like motocross or something. If they can already ride like that on a street
Yeah, I'm
bike.
sure a lot of them were probably rode motocross or something when they were younger.
Right. Well, because what I'm saying is you're not just going to be an adult and hop on a motorcycle and start popping wheelies.
No. But anyways, tonight we don't have a guest again. This is going to be our 3 weeks in a row without a guest.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're slacking over there.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't been.
I'm going to try to put one together for next week.
Yeah, and I got to get somebody. We've got our 100th show coming up here in a few weeks, and
Woohoo!
I really want to get somebody special for that. I'm going to try and get some. I'm not going to say any names yet, but I'm going to try and get somebody special. See what happens. But you know, if we can't get anybody special, we'll get somebody
Unspecial.
unspecial.
Yes, unspecial.
Whoever's listening to the show goes, oh God, I don't want to be on their show. I'm going to be the unspecial person. And tonight, we've talked about this subject before, but Will brought it up, and we're going to talk about it again. We like talking about is past life,
Past lives.
past life aggression, or
Yeah,
what do you call it?
regression.
Regression.
Yeah.
Aggression.
Yeah, not aggression. You're not pissed off at your past life.
Well, I am.
Oh, are you?
I got killed.
Well, yeah.
Kind of ticks me off.
To have come from your past life to this
Yeah.
life, you have to die somehow.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, we're going to talk a little bit about that because you said you saw a really neat YouTube video.
Yeah, documentary.
All right.
I mean, it was a English program, but someone uploaded to YouTube, and I watched it last night. It's called "The Boy Who Lived,"
The Boy Who Lived.
or "The Boy Who Lived Before," or something like that.
Okay, and it's on YouTube.
Yeah,
It's about, you said it was like a 45-minute or...
yeah, and it was about this boy. I think it was in England or Scotland who remembered growing up on this island. I want to say it's called Barrow in Scotland.
Okay.
And he was able to recall a lot of different things from his former life. And he started this at 2 when he was first able to start learning how to talk.
When he was only 2 years old.
Yeah,
He was already recalling stuff.
yeah. And
That's different.
his parents thought, well, it's just kids being kids, but how does he know about the island of Barrow? And
Right.
but anyway, it just kept getting worse and worse, and he remembered more and more stuff. So they finally took him at the age of 5. His mother did, and she was surprised because a lot of what he said was right on the money.
Oh, because you said something about airplanes could only land on the beach.
Could only land on the beach, and the kid knew that. He said, I used to watch airplanes land on the beach when I lived there
And
before.
when they came in to land there, they had to land on the beach.
They had to land on the beach because there was no airstrip.
Right. That's crazy.
And they actually found the home that he said where it was, and there was a gate that led down to the beach, and there was a gate that led down to the beach, and they were able to collaborate a lot of what he was saying.
No. This stuff happens all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not common, but it does happen. And it's interesting. I mean, how do they know this? I mean, if this isn't possible that this is happening.
Yeah.
Because I've said before that I think I've been reading. I don't know if it is, but I always have really weird deja vu whenever I get onto a naval ship. And the fact that I was born in 1956, just 10 years after the end of World War II, leads me to believe that it's possible that I could have been reincarnated from somebody that was killed during battle, maybe during World War II.
Possibly.
So, only 10 years later, after this person might have died on a ship, that I was born and being reincarnated. Now,
Possibly you were aboard the USS Croker.
the croaker?
Yeah, the naval, remember?
Oh, because I croaked.
No, because
No.
we're going to...
Oh, yes.
the-
We are going to go see the croaker. We're going to go visit the croaker and the Little Rock.
In the Arkansas.
In the Arkansas. No, the Little Rock.
The Sullivans.
Oh, the Sullivans, sorry.
The Sullivans, right. And we've been there before. We had a good time. We're going to do it again.
Yeah.
It should be fun.
But I don't know how many deaths they had on those ships. Like,
The Croker was the only one that actually saw battle, correct?
they all saw some action, I think.
I
Oh, okay.
thought, I
But
thought one of those ships had been hit with a torpedo or something.
Well, the Croker actually sunk like 2 or 3 Japanese
Yes,
ships.
but I thought one of the other ships was had something happen on it.
I can't.
I don't
now.
remember now. It's been a while. I don't remember the stories. I thought somebody died on one of those. Either-
Anyway, there's a lot of history with the ships.
Oh, there is. There
a ton
is.
of history.
And they're fun. They're fun to walk around.
Yeah.
And that's where I get my crazy deja vu constantly whenever I'm on naval ships.
Yeah.
But
We
I
were
know, it's
just
weird.
we just had an interview with author Mary Lou Trask-Curtin,
right.
and she was talking about deja vu during the interview
Right.
and how she believes it's from past lives.
Right. I mean, with me, it feels like when I'm on those ships, it feels like it's that feeling like it feels like I've been there before. It's like everything seems like it's normal to me. Like it's like I have done this lots of times,
Yeah.
and like it's I don't know. It gives
Well,
just a
then
weird
you,
feeling.
You
It's
should
deja
have
vu.
been, you should have been a little quicker on the stairs then.
Well, I imagine in my past life I was probably in a little better shape. And probably a lot younger if he died in World War II. He was probably only 20 or 21, 22 years
Well, actually,
old.
you were doing better on the stairs than John was.
Yeah, John was doing terrible.
Yeah.
And
It
getting
was
through
pretty
the
funny.
croaker was pretty tough.
Yeah, the croaker was.
That wasn't too bad.
Did you ever get down in there and investigate it at all?
I did. I had an interesting experience down in the croaker last time. I'm hoping to go back and see if I can get it to go do it again.
No, what happened?
They had a little gaming area with the tables where they had the checkerboard and backgammon set up. You know what I'm
okay.
talking about?
Yep.
I had my EVP recorder sitting on the table and I was looking against the wall. And my fellow investigator, Michael, was with us. It was just him and I, actually. And I was saying, is there anyone here? And at some point, I saw a shadow go across on the wall.
Right.
And I said to Mike, I said, did you just move? He goes, nope, I've been sitting here standing still, or sitting
Wow.
still the entire time. So it's almost like something in back of us ran through
All right.
the area.
Now, we saw shadows. Well, we thought we did. I don't know if it was our eyes playing tricks on us.
It's hard to say because we didn't catch anything on video.
Yeah. Well, you saw something if you played the video backwards. Remember?
Yeah.
It's weird. But anyways, yeah, we thought we saw shadows on the Little Rock.
Right. And we were up in the wheelhouse of the
Up in
Little
the
Rock.
wheelhouse. And,
So you play songs backward, you hear messages, you play
Oh, yeah.
videos backwards, you see
get
shadows.
You get shadow figures, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really weird because you play it forward and you don't see it, but when you play it backwards, you kind of see something that kind of looked like what we saw. I don't know why you see that in backwards and not in forward, but you
Yeah.
did. For some reason you did. But I don't know. All three of us were seeing something moving down there. And John noticed it first. He was standing there with the camera, and he kept it focused right down there the whole time. And he finally, cause I think he thought his eyes were playing tricks on him.
Well,
And then he thought,
in the dark like that, they can though. You
yeah.
know.
And then he thought, well, maybe somebody's down there and they're coming up and they're heading this way, because he said he kept seeing something moving around down there.
Yeah.
So finally, he gets my attention. He says, just keep watching down there. Just keep watching. He says, there's something that keeps moving around down there. And well, so I started watching, and I could have swore I saw a person lean right out and look at us, and then lean right back in. And then I saw it looked like an arm reached out and came back in. I mean, and it was actually pretty clear. I saw it pretty clearly
And this was on the
Little Rock.
Little Rock?
We were up in the wheelhouse. But when we played the video back, you couldn't see it. It just didn't come out on the video. And then we had Dan. You looked and you thought you saw something move.
Yeah.
Now we did go down there and investigate, and there was a piece of duct tape
That was loose. That was blowing around.
that was blowing around.
I tore it off.
Right. Maybe that's what we were seeing.
Could be.
Did you see anything after that, or?
No, I
No.
don't think so.
So I tore like the piece that was like dangling and waving around. I tore it off and
But
stuck it
the
to
only
the
thing
wall.
now that was a possibility that something that could have been what the movement we were catching down there.
Yeah.
But the duct tape wasn't that long,
About 6-7 inches.
and the fact that what I saw came in from the other side. You know, the duct tape was on the left. There was like an air vent, like an air conditioning vent, right?
Yeah.
But what I saw was something lean in from the other side of the door opening.
Which right on the other side was like a water fountain.
Yeah.
There was
there
a wall.
there was nothing there.
Yeah.
I mean, and then that's where I almost had my second heart attack and almost crapped my pants because I was standing there and I turned
Oh, yeah.
around. Oh my God. There was a life-size cardboard cutout of a Marine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. And I knew it was there. I knew it was there. I'd seen it earlier. But, you're down there looking because, you just thought you saw something moving. So you're all nervous and you're looking around. And all of a sudden I turn around and there's this freaking guy right there. I'm like, holy crap. That made you jump out
Well,
there.
it was.
And then
Yeah.
there was freaking mannequins all over the place. I hate mannequins. There's nothing worse than mannequins.
They don't bother me.
Some people don't like dolls.
Yeah.
And some people don't like clowns. Mannequins, dressed up mannequins, are creepy because they you're waiting for one of their heads to rotate or something. You know, it's like they're just creepy things.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
This guy is nuts. Now, I just saw. I'll get off topic here a little bit. I just saw. It was on HBO. The Conjuring. Have you seen that yet?
I have not. Is it on HBO?
Yes, on HBO now.
I am gonna watch it.
It's basically it's a story about Ed and Lorraine Warren
Yeah.
doing an investigation up in New England somewhere. I'm not sure where it was at.
Oh, I went and saw that in theaters.
The Conjuring?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a good movie. I liked it. I don't know how people that are close to the Warrens and
I heard it was really good.
I thought
I took Delia to see it in theaters.
I thought it was really cool. I mean, I don't know how fact based it is. I can't tell you. I've never talked to him personally, so I don't know. But it was a really neat movie.
I have a book or two about Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them I know is called Graveyard.
I have not read. I do
Yeah.
not have a book by them. Lorraine is still with us. Ed is not.
Yeah.
I would love to sit down and talk to Lorraine sometime. I bet she'd be really interesting
And I'm sure
to
she's
talk to.
probably getting up in age now as well.
She's probably in her 80s. I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Yeah, she's getting up there. Oh, she's in the movie. Did you catch her in the movie?
Oh no.
Oh yeah, when there's a scene where they're in the very early in the movie where they're in a college classroom or conference room type thing,
Like a lecture hall?
lecture hall. Yeah, I don't go to college, whatever those things are called. And as they're panning the camera back, she's sitting in the crowd. You can see her. You can see Lorraine. She's sitting in the crowd of people
Oh, okay. I didn't know
that
that.
they're talking to. Yeah, yeah. I know what she looks like, so I saw her. Yeah, it's the only appearance she made in the movie, but
It's a little cameo.
her little cameo. She was in the movie. Yeah,
I'll have to
I just
check it
wonder.
out.
I wonder how many people actually noticed her sitting there.
Probably not
She has
very many.
she has a very distinctive look,
Yeah.
and I recognized her immediately.
Well, good for you.
Yes, a
Give
lovely
yourself
lady.
a pat on the back.
She's a lovely lady. And you're a lovely co-host.
I know I am.
You are so lovely.
I'm just lovely.
Yes.
Everything's lovely.
Yeah, everything is lovely. Now, we did go on an investigation a week or so ago, and Will's going to spend the night, and we're having a sleepover.
Yeah.
You guys have fun.
We're having an LTG slumber party.
Yes.
You're not joining.
No, I'm not. I'm
But-
going back home.
Me and Will are going to review evidence tomorrow.
Yep.
We're going to try and...
And your Willie Keenies?
No, my Willie Keeney is being serviced.
Hmm.
It's out for service.
It's,
Yeah,
it's at the dry cleaners.
You had a Willie Keeny malfunction?
Yeah. No, we're gonna review the evidence from the Erie Mansion, see what we can come up with, and so maybe we'll find the Mr. Ely,
Mr. Bill Ely?
Mr. Bill Ely, the evil one, trying
Or
to
one of the dozens of supposed prostitutes he killed.
supposedly, or of course it's the Chinese guy. I can't speak Chinese, so
Yeah, and as every investigator knows, going through hours and hours of video can be quite a chore.
yes, and of course I tried to get Dan to help us, but no, he couldn't help us.
How about just...
He's too busy.
Yes, I am too busy. I got stuff to do. I got a life outside of LTG.
Actually, my favorite thing, I love reviewing looking for EVPs.
Yeah, me too.
I like doing the EVPs. I hate video. It's kind of like a necessary evil, but I know a lot of investigators are starting to lean away from not as much video as leaning more, going heavier with the EVPs in the recordings.
Because that's what you get more of.
That's what you get, and very rare does anybody ever get video evidence. It's rare.
Yeah.
But like I've said before, it's still necessary just to basically document what's going on.
Right.
Because if you had no video cameras running, then you really can't. It's hard to like validate EVPs. Like
It is.
Well,
your video can tell you real quick if an EVP is a possible EVP
And-
or a noise that somebody made in the room.
I'm not saying you shouldn't videotape an investigation. I think you should, because
You need documentation.
you
of
need
that.
documentation. You need. I mean, what if a door moves? by
yeah.
itself, or something happens, you may not. I don't think you're necessarily going to pick up a ghost walking by, but
You never know. I mean,
what you might pick up is like a door moving.
right.
A door moving, or an object moving, or you might be videotaping and then see the K2 light up.
Yeah.
Or
Or an orb.
an orb.
Yes, lots of orbs.
Or you might have an orb fly across. Yeah, lovely orbs. We should learn. You know what would be cool if we could train orbs
Yeah.
to like fly in formation and do like little dances on the screen.
Yeah.
That would be pretty awesome. I wonder if there'd be money in training orbs.
I don't know. Maybe we should try to become orb trainers.
Steve's flying orb circus.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it? I
Sure.
gotta admit, that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Have trained orbs
So basically, train small flying insects.
or dust, if you can train dust.
I don't think you can train dust.
Probably about to have as much luck as training a fly.
Probably.
Probably.
When you were a kid in school, did you ever get a long hair from a girl's head
Yeah, and you tie it to a fly.
and tie it to a fly?
So you have like a fly leash.
I think every generation of kids have done that.
Yeah.
I have never done that.
Oh no!
No.
Oh my God, we used to. If you have a girl that has really long hair, you get a long piece of hair from her, right? And you got it takes a little finesse. You got to catch a fly, and it's best if somebody else holds the fly. Well,
Right.
And
yeah,
then-
it's not a one-man
and
job.
make like a little noose around with the hair, and you put it around the fly's neck, and you snug it up so it slipped around the fly's head. His little looker things, and you walk around, the fly flies on the hair like you're walking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
You guys had strange childhoods.
yes we did. No, that's what you do when you're bored.
That's like elementary
Wow.
school stuff.
No,
Yeah.
I
When
never
when
did.
you're like second, third grade, I mean,
Yeah, you walk around with your pet fly.
yeah.
I mean, people would have them tied to their notebooks, and maybe walk around with like 3 or 4 flies like hooked to their notebook.
Really?
It was strange. Hey, it was a Wego. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
It's tradition.
It is.
Yes.
Capture flies and tie hair to them.
Yep. Of course, now girls don't have that long. Most girls don't have really long hair anymore, so it might be a problem. Definitely couldn't get any hair from me or Will,
No.
or you.
No.
Yeah, our hairs are definitely a little short, as everybody can kind of see. Yes,
Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm challenged up here a little bit. Now, what were we talking about?
I have no idea.
You know,
We started out talking about past life regression.
yeah,
and
then we got off on something else. That's all right. This is one of them shows where we're just kind of free lancing here,
Freelancing.
freestyling,
There you go.
Yeah.
freestyling. Yeah, not freelancing.
We're not freelancing.
No, well, we are in a way.
Sure, I guess. Why not?
We're freelance radio hosts.
Not really.
No,
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 that doesn't work.
no. I was trying to dig myself out of that one, but
No.
yeah.
Oh, on a sad note, this past
I'm already
this
sad.
past week we lost one of our fellow radio hosts,
Who did we lose?
Casey Kasem.
Oh, Casey Kasem.
Yeah.
And I found out something very interesting about Casey Kasem that I never knew, and I'll bet a lot of people did not know this.
What was that?
Did you know Casey Kasem was the voice of Shaggy?
Oh yeah.
You knew that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
No, I never knew that.
Yeah, he was.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I don't know if he was a new voice, but he was the voice back in the 70s, and
Yeah, now the voice of Shaggy is Matthew Lillard.
yeah, but he was the original voice of Shaggy.
He was.
Yep, that's cool. I never knew that. I mean, Casey Kasem has one of the most recognizable voices probably in radio.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I do.
Yeah. And when he did his Shaggy voice, he didn't sound
I'm
like
ve-
Casey
I'm-
Kasem.
I'm really big in Japan.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you are. You are because you're quite tall.
Yes. If I go to Japan, I'm very large
Yeah.
compared
And
to
most
everybody
people
else.
in Japan are smaller and usually more trim.
Yeah.
They don't cast quite as big a shadow as you do. Now, I just said I'm
Yes.
trying to get a drink here. It's almost halfway through. Why don't we take a break?
All right, we can do that.
Play us some independent music from an independent artist.
But I was gonna play some non-independent music from a non-independent artist.
Well, let's not, because I don't want to get sued.
All right. Well, this week we have Ferrante with These Days, and you can check them out on our featured artist page.
Looking at the past into my soul, I see you. You're my home. Wanting, needing, longing to be free. One of these days, you'll see. I've tried to please you, but I'm me. I don't know how much more I can try. You're so ashamed. You're mine. I'm so sorry that you're stuck with me. One of these days, you'll see. I've tried to please you, but I'm me. Countless times I've tried to change, but I can't. I'm still the same. It's a lie, your God can't change, but you still want me no more.
Doc, what's wrong with our friend? I'm not sure. Ever since he's listened to Let's Talk Ghosts on Sunday night from 8 till 9 on DTMWickedRadio.com, he's been like this. I think he's become a fan.
Hi, this is Mike Shabrassi, executive producer for Deftone Picture Studios, and you're listening to Let's Talk Ghosts.
And that was Ferrante with These Days, and you can check them out on our featured artist page.
You know that poor guy in the insane asylum? You think he'd get better after a while.
You would think so.
He is one wacky son of a gun.
He is.
That's Will doing that laugh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that laugh.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's hear you try.
I don't know.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Not
it's pretty
bad.
close.
You know what we got to do? I got to do my civil duty here.
Your civil duty?
My civil duty. No, actually, it's not my civil duty.
It's not that time yet?
That time? Do you want to do that first?
It's up to you.
Yeah, let's do that first. Let's do that. Oh, you know what time it is, Dan?
What time is it?
It's
time
for... What the heck does that mean? Wow.
You guys are a little off tonight.
Yeah.
Usually you're in unison.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I've been working on my truck. What a pain in the butt that thing was. Go ahead.
Okay.
What's the word today?
The word this week is desticate.
Desticate?
Desticate.
I'm going to desticate on the hood of your car.
Not defecate.
Oh.
Desticate.
Desticate?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you like me to spell it?
No, I can wing it here because I think I know what this means.
Okay.
Desticate. It's the destination of a cake. Usually it's in my mouth and in my stomach.
Kate, not cake.
Oh.
Desticate.
Guess I should have had him spell it.
Yeah.
So I'm not right.
No, you're not right. Would you like me to spell it?
Go ahead.
Desticate is Desticate.
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 Desticate. How about you, Will?
Any guesses?
Desticate is the process of a kangaroo giving birth.
No.
No?
No.
I thought it was a good answer.
It's the chemical reaction of a septic tank when heavy matter reaches liquid matter.
No.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
If we were to kick Steve in the family jewels, he would probably desticate.
Throw up.
No.
Pass out.
No.
Well, I'd probably do both.
Yeah.
Fall to his knees?
No.
Cry.
Something like that. You're getting
I'd
close.
I would wince in pain.
No.
I would groan in pain. I would groan.
It has to do with making a noise.
I would go, ouch.
No.
Okay, I give up.
Any other guesses for you, Will?
No.
Okay. Desticate is to squeak like a rat.
I don't think I'd squeak like a rat if I got kicked in the groin.
Well,
I think I would just
you'd
go,
be making- Well, you might make some high-pitched noises.
Well, that's true. I might. Ouch. Wow.
I don't know, you might make some squeaky noises. You know, usually if you get
Wow.
hit in the jewels.
So the definition is
To squeak like a rat.
to squeak like a rat.
Desticate is to squeak like a rat.
Really?
Yes.
So if I go,
You just desticated.
Is that a rat noise?
I guess I don't.
I don't know.
It's close enough.
Don't they squeak like? You know, whenever you watch like the movies, they're always going making like little squeaky noises.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I really don't know.
You
Anyway,
don't know much.
we have some friends up north, and they are called the Upstate Paranormal Society. And September 26th, 27th, and 28th, they are putting on the
Finger Lakes
Paracon. the Finger Lakes. My notes are all over the place. The Finger Lakes Paracon, and it is, like I said, it's on September 28th. 27, 26, 27, 28. I'm reading it backwards. I'm a little dyslexic. It's a weekend-long event. It's including ghost hunting fundraisers, a 2-day-long paranormal convention featuring ghost hunting teams, psychics, mediums, UFO researchers.
So the people from the USO are going to be there?
Yeah, the UFO's going to be UFO researchers, Bigfoot investigators, palm readers, tarot card readers, Reiki practitioners from across the upstate New York area. 17 and under is free and $10 for adults. Now, if you want more information on this, you can go to www.flparacon.com. That is FL.
Yeah, why don't you do that again? That was kind of hard to understand.
Yeah, that is www.flparacon.com.
Yes.
You can call them at area code 315-406-4866, or you can email them at flparacon@gmail.com. Now, the one thing I don't have in my notes here is where is it located at? Did you have that?
Yes, I did. I can look that up.
Yeah, look that up real quick. That's the one thing I forgot to write down, where it's located at.
Yeah, they can find that at the website, though.
Yeah, it should be on the website.
It is.
And But it should be a really good event. They're going to do some fundraisings, raisers on Friday night, I believe it is. I guess the groups get broken up with different paranormal groups,
Yep.
and they're going to do some investigations. And they're doing it for donations, I believe, to help fundraise for some of the investigations.
Yeah, and the 27th and 28th will be the convention.
Right. So if you like to go out and do a little ghost hunting, a little paranormal investigating, get a hold of these people on Friday night, and you'll get hooked up with a ghost hunting group, and you'll go out and do some investigations. All they ask for is a donation.
Yep.
For the building that they're investigating. They're doing it to help some of these historical buildings kind of maintain their...
And that's really cool.
And that's nice. That's nice
Yeah,
they're doing
it
that.
is nice.
Yeah, great.
Well, and the location is at the Hilton Garden Inn Event Center at 74 State Street in Auburn, New York.
Okay, it's in Auburn, New York. It's at the Hilton
Garden Inn.
Garden Inn. Okay.
Event Center.
And like I say, if you want any more information, go to their website. Go to, or you can call them at 315-406-4866. And email is flparacon@gmail.com or www.flparacon.com.
Yeah, all the information's at the website. All you have to do
Everything you need is on the website.
if you go to Google and type in Finger Lakes Paracon, it'll come right up.
Right. We're going to try and get some artwork up on our page so you can
And
see
a,
that.
and a link and all that, yeah.
So, but it should be a good time. Anybody in the upstate New York area, northern tier of Pennsylvania, that's not
Yep.
too far away. If you want to drive up, it should be a fun time.
Yeah.
It's up in Auburn, New York. It's up at the top of one of the Finger Lakes.
And you guys will be there the 27th and 28th, and
We'll be there. We'll be there the 27th, 28th.
Beepers will be there the
Yep.
27th, 28th.
And our good friends from RIP are going to be there.
Yeah. We haven't seen them in a while.
Nope, it'd be nice to see Dr. Dave and Pete.
Yep.
They're going to be there.
I personally will not be there the 27th, 28th, because there's another event going on here at Binghamton at Roberson Science Museum called RoberCon.
Oh,
The
that's
same
right.
exact
And
days.
You're doing that for Beepers, is that
Yeah,
correct?
and we already have a table there, so
Okay,
we
well.
kind of got to split people up.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Who's going?
Yep.
What group? Who's going up to the Paracon?
You will have Wade and Joe.
Now, is Wade going to do some tarot card reading?
I'm not sure.
Because they're having tarot card readers up there.
He will probably not be doing it if his Beepers table, because he usually doesn't do it at a Beepers table.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's his own separate little side thing he does.
Okay, he doesn't do that involved with Beepers at all.
No.
Now, what else does Wade do?
You'll have to ask him.
Okay.
He does a lot of things.
Oh, I didn't know if he did. I know he does the tarot cards, and
Yeah.
I didn't know what else he did. He'll have to. We'll have to call him.
Yeah,
Get him on the show.
we'll have to.
Now we're. Where were we? We were talking about past life regression, not aggression, because
Yeah.
I'm being aggressive because the guy got killed, and
There's a couple other interesting stories from about kids, recalling past lives that I know about.
right.
During the documentary I watched, The Boy Who Lived Before, they did a little blurb on another kid from America who, I guess when he was old enough to talk, but he was still in diapers, his dad was changing his diapers, and the kid actually said to his dad, "I remember changing your diapers when you were a kid."
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and dad was like, "What?" And
What? Say what?
the kid's like, "Yeah, I was your dad."
Wow.
Well, they were flipping through a photo album and they came upon a car, and the kid said, "Stop, stop, that was my first car." And indeed, that was the guy's dad's first car.
Wow. That's pretty weird.
And the other thing that was interesting...
This is all on that YouTube.
Yep.
I got to check this thing out.
The
That
other
sounds
thing
cool.
that was interesting from it was the kid recalled his, would have been his grandfather's sister. And they had never talked about this to him, but she was murdered.
Oh.
His grandfather's sister. And the kid actually said, "Yeah, my sister was hurt by some bad men."
Oh, wow.
And it was just, shocking that this kid knew that stuff.
Wow. Well, the reincarnation thing, and this is the one thing that makes me believe that it's possible. And it's scientific. That if your soul is the energy of your body,
Mm-hmm.
energy cannot be created and it cannot be destroyed. Correct, Dan? Did I say that right?
No.
How do you say that?
No, you're fine.
You cannot be made, cannot be destroyed, or something like that. Created
why
or
not?
destroyed.
Created
Well,
and
anyway.
destroyed, yeah.
So
Yeah, I know. I'm just being
even though your body dies, the energy that was in your body doesn't, because it cannot be destroyed. That energy, if that energy is your soul, it's still there. So I'm wondering, if souls are the energy of your body, then why isn't it feasible that these souls can be reintroduced into another body?
I think it's definitely feasible.
You know, maybe they're like only a certain number of these things. If you can't create or destroy, then that would tell me there's only a limited numbers of souls. There's only so many of these energy souls out there, so they would have to recycle them, or you would run out.
Yeah.
My question is, though, and this has always been kind of a question of reincarnation versus being a ghost, and it's always the question is, okay, say everything that we believe is true. Say when we die, we become a ghost, and we are in the afterlife, and we can be there with some intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And my question is, I wonder if we have a choice to reincarnate or stay as a ghost. You know, is there a choice out there, or is it a random thing that when your number comes up to be reincarnated,
It's like a lottery.
suddenly you get sucked out, and
When
suddenly you find yourself in a baby, you know?
when your number's picked.
Yeah, suddenly, well, whoop, I'm gone. You
It's
know?
kind of like standing at a deli counter, number
Yeah.
32.
Number 32. We got us a little kid over here. Come on. No,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's a crazy thing to think about. I don't know. It kind of blows your mind when you think about it, I guess.
It does.
But because the energy cannot be made, cannot be destroyed, if souls are energy, why can't they be reintroduced? I don't know.
These are questions that we are never, ever going to have a definite answer
No. Not in the near future.
to. No.
Maybe someday somebody will figure this out. If we can ever come up with a piece of equipment that can, on a regular basis, communicate with the afterlife, if we can figure out how to communicate, how to break through the veil and actually communicate at will.
We can communicate at will. He's
with
right
will.
there.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
will.
you can communicate with me.
Yeah, and at you.
And at me, yeah.
At will. At will.
Yeah.
Yes. But I mean, when we can do that, I think we'll learn a lot of. We're going to learn a lot of it. We're going to get a lot of answers.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's going to take. I mean, right now we're getting EVPs that are
We're
like
getting EVPs
little phrases
that,
and
that we don't even know what they
are
are.
questionable phrases a lot of the time, and
We don't even know, and that's the thing. Everybody out there is getting EVPs. Everybody out there is getting EVPs. We know what they are. We know we're getting them.
Right.
But we really don't know what they are.
not for sure. Yeah.
We really don't know what an EVP is, other than it's something.
Yeah.
Something is talking. Something is making a sound. Something that we're picking up. We really, really, really don't know what that is. We're assuming it's somebody that's passed away. I mean, that is the assumption.
Yeah.
And we may find out down the road that we're 100% wrong, or we may find out that we're 100% correct. But we really don't know right now.
Another theory is we're either communicating with someone from the past or the future.
Or we're communicating with another dimension,
Yeah.
where the veil between two dimensions becomes thin enough to hear things through it, where they might think we're a ghost.
But then why don't we hear it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, we don't hear it because most EVPs fall below human hearing range,
Yeah.
outside of our
Well,
megahertz.
if that's true, I mean, the veil, and
Yeah.
they're just in another dimension. Why can they hear it, and we can't in our dimension?
Right.
I don't
Or
know.
are we just picking up little blips that are passing between? Maybe they're doing the same thing.
And sometimes we get non-intelligent responses just out of the blue.
Right.
But a lot of times you can get intelligent responses where they're answering your question.
They seem to be.
Yeah.
Right. They seem to be actually giving you an intelligence. Now, I thought when we did the United Way, we really thought we were getting some intelligent responses.
Yeah.
They were reacting to us being there.
Right. They weren't really answering our questions as much as they were just reacting to what we were doing.
I don't know if they were answering us personally, but they were, in one case, it sounded like they were mocking us. In another time, they were saying, Hal, get the big one's light. Then they said, I can't believe they actually think they see their ghosts. And so that phrase right there makes you wonder, what the heck are they talking about?
Right.
They actually think they can see their ghosts. And it's like, if they're saying that, well, who are they?
Yeah.
Maybe they're not ghosts. Maybe, I don't know. It's going to be a while before we figure this thing out.
Yeah.
And that's why we always tell people that when you're doing investigations, try anything. Don't get roped into just keyhole or buttonholed into that one little way of investigating.
Yeah.
No.
The way if you just emulate everybody else, you're not gonna figure out anything.
No, I mean, you see how it's done on TV, and if you just only emulate them, you're never going to advance the field.
No.
You have to try different things. You have to experiment, no matter how goofy it may sound. Even if other members are saying that's stupid, that's not going to work. Try it anyways. Who cares if it's stupid? Try it. Nothing's stupid.
I mean, if it doesn't work, you don't do it again.
Yeah. I mean, who knows what's going to work?
Yeah.
I would try, like the underwater mic. I don't know if it's going to work. May never get anything around it. You never know. But it may work. I'm going to try it. But
We never did use that at
no,
Erie.
I never got it out. I should have.
Yeah.
But like I say, try anything. Try anything, because nobody. And, if you're good with tools, experiment with different things. If you're good at building electronic devices and play around with stuff, try different things. I wish I could do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm an electrician, but I'm not into electronics, so I can't alter electronic equipment to do other things.
Yeah, I can't either.
Some people can do that, because they understand it. They can alter, like making the Frank's boxes and.
Yeah, Wade
doing
actually
different-
made our ghost box that we had.
Well, you have the old Radio Shack.
Yeah, the Shack Hack.
I actually saw a YouTube video where a guy actually did it with one hand because he was holding the microphone in the other hand.
Camera, you mean?
Or camera or whatever. Yeah, but he was able to. It's so easy. He did it with one hand.
Yeah, it doesn't take a rocket science. I mean, no offense to
Yeah, the radio,
Yeah.
the original Radio Shack.
because we looked for that one.
Well, they stopped making them, so
Right.
you can't do it anymore.
Well, all you have to do is it was just bending a pin or two.
And I'll guarantee Radio Shack saw a drastic drop in sales of those
Yep.
radios when they changed the interior design of those radios.
Oh yeah,
Because the only people buying them were ghost hunters,
because you bend that pin and put it back together, and
and you
now
got a ghost box.
yeah,
And then they changed it to a different type of a board in there,
right.
and you could no longer do that.
Those
And
pins weren't on there
the
anymore.
pins weren't on there anymore, and you can no longer do it. I guarantee the sale of those radios dropped right off. They're probably wondering why they stopped selling.
Well, I mean, they should have been like kind of curious about why so many people are buying little crappy AM/FM radios
Yeah.
in the days of MP3 players and stuff.
I actually have one of them. I have one of the newer ones that you can't hack.
Yeah,
And you know what I do with it? It's in my bathroom. And I listen to music when I'm taking a bath it's a crappy little radio, but it's noise,
Yeah.
But you know what else? And we've actually used it for it. Everybody should have an AM/FM radio, battery operated radio, in their house. In case
Or
you
even the crank radio.
have anything. Well,
Yeah.
because if you have a blackout for any period of time, it's maybe your only communication with the outside world.
to know what's going on.
To know what's going on. And we actually used our radio one time for that. We found a station and they were talking about a blackout, what was going on, and you could actually hear what was going on. So everybody should have one.
Yeah.
You should always. So instead of taking that one back and getting my money for it, I said, you know what? I'll keep it. It's a nice little radio. It's actually a nice little radio.
Right. It works as a radio.
Yeah, it's a nice little AM/FM radio. It doesn't, the sound isn't horrible on it. It's enough where if you want to hear a news, like for the news or whatever. during a blackout or whatever, it worked fine. So this has nothing to do with ghost hunting, does it? Well, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
it does.
A little bit.
Because we're talking about the ghost box.
That's right.
Yeah, and warning people not to buy the Radio Shack
Yeah,
radio.
you can't hack the Radio Shack radio anymore. No,
You can't hack the shack.
you can't hack the shack.
Yeah.
Now,
You would think they'd go
there
back
is.
to the old style.
I don't have it here. Lori's got it, but that one Lori has. That's a Radio Shack.
Oh, is it?
Yep, that was a Radio Shack. That's that little wrist-mounted one, that little weird-shaped one.
Yeah, it's like a little bean-shaped one or something.
Yeah, but I think what it is. I think that was designed to strap to your wrist while you're jogging or something,
Something.
or walking or whatever. But that one's been hacked. I should have opened it up to see what they did to it.
Yeah. And we actually went out and one of our investigators did get the original ghost box.
The original Frank box.
Yeah, so
Right.
we used it at Erie.
No, who has that? Mike.
That's Mike's, yeah.
Mike has the actual Frank box.
Yeah.
Okay. And Wade has the Radio Shack.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now, have you used both?
I have. I haven't played around too much with the original, but I do like the Shack Hack
Right.
because we've gotten some stuff on it that's been
Right.
pretty good.
I'm up in the air on it. I'm really, really up in the air because of just what it's doing.
I noticed when we were trying to use it at Erie Mansion, there's people who are kind of having disagreements about how it should work.
Yeah.
Like some wanted it to scan faster, some wanted it to scan slower,
Yeah.
and they're, are they manipulating the channels so that they're putting words together that the DJs or songs are saying, or are they speaking themselves over the white noise, or
I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to hear.
We did one investigation. I wasn't present. I was upstairs and they were down in the basement area. This is the second time we went to this home because we got great stuff the first time. But they asked if there was anyone there and can you please tell us your name? And over that little Shack Hack just came a bunch of numbers. I mean, it was one right after the other, like
Wow.
0, 8, 4, 2, 3, 9, 7. Or,
But
just...
somebody was saying these numbers.
Yeah, and it was the
That's weird.
same voice, and never did figure out what it meant.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That sounds like either like a prisoner or somebody in the military.
Yeah.
Like reciting their number,
See,
their serial number.
I'm on the fence with the Frank box, but I'm no longer on the fence about the Ovilus.
No.
No, I've definitely fallen off the fence.
We actually sold ours.
Well, I'm not going to say that they can't absolutely not work because I don't know enough about the interior design of them. But the potential for a company to build one of these things with programmed words into it and for it to just randomly, with a word random generator, just spitting words out randomly, tells me that this is doing nothing more than just randomly spitting words out.
I am not going to recommend to anyone not to go out and buy one. If you truly want to get one, go out and do it.
They're expensive.
They're expensive. We sold ours.
Well,
After
let
we
me
bought
without
it.
saying much more, I
Yeah.
will say I've talked to at least 9 or 10 people that have had Oviluses.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what they've all done?
Sold them.
Sold them. If that tells you anything.
Yeah.
Um,
So just keep that in mind.
Just keep that in mind. Most people that buy them usually end up selling them. So, just one thing about this show that I will not do is I will not pull punches
Yeah.
because I am here. We are here for the ghost hunter.
Yeah.
We are not here for the profiteers.
Nope.
I don't care if you want to make a profit, but don't make a profit with equipment that does absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and the Ovilus, I believe it was a Bill Chappell invention.
Might be.
And I'm not saying that Bill Chappell's bad because he's come up with some great stuff.
Oh, sure.
He's a good inventor, and I'm glad he's out there doing what he's doing. And I was talking to Jay Wasley from Ghost Adventures, and I said, I'd noticed you guys don't use your Ovilus on the show anymore. He said, we still have it. We still bring it out of the box, but it's the editor, or, the producer's decision what
Right.
goes on TV.
Well, there's just so much room for...
It's almost like it's creating false evidence.
Right. It's creating evidence that isn't really there. And that's not what this field needs.
Yeah.
It's not, you can't substantiate anything that comes out of it.
Right.
It's just random, because you're taking a piece of equipment that has a memory. It's got a memory. It's got a flash drive in it.
As a word bank.
And it's got a word bank, and the people who write the program are putting the words in there.
Yeah.
They don't just come from magic. They are being programmed into it. So they're picking words that ghost hunters are going to associate with, like cemetery, death, murder, died, graveyard. You know, they're going to pick words that we can associate with.
The other thing I didn't like is it said it had a inbox of like 2,048 words.
But it always spit out the same words.
And I heard about the same 50 words
Over and
throughout,
over
and
yes.
over on
and
all
I've heard
the
that,
investigations I've used.
I've heard the same thing from other people with them, that they get into like a rhythm of just saying the same thing over and over.
Yeah, and
So, I don't know. They're supposed to be manipulated through EMF fields. So why is it when you move them around from EMF field to EMF field, coming from a TV set, from a microwave to... So if EMF fields are supposed to manipulate them, then why isn't that manipulating them?
I remember once I was doing an investigation and the word refund came up. And I said, "Are you telling me I should send this back and get a refund on it?"
Maybe.
That's actually kind of an odd word to be in the word bank.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think equipment's being made that's being sold before it's tested.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. And things like that, obviously. I mean, those things are not cheap. They're $200-$300, $400 for the good one, for the newer ones. It's a lot of money. You know, not everybody has their own TV show and has the Sci-Fi Channel buying all your equipment. Most guys out there are buying this stuff out of their pocket, and $300-$400 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And to buy a piece of equipment that really does nothing to me is you're wasting your money.
Yeah, if you guys ever want to know an honest opinion on any piece of equipment, just email us at letstalkghost@gmail.com. We'll give you our honest opinions on it.
Right.
Good or bad.
We are not sponsored by any equipment makers.
Nope.
We will,
Not as of yet, no.
Well, but that's okay, because I want to be able to tell ghost hunters out there, people out there doing the investigation, what our opinion is of some of this equipment.
Yeah.
Stuff that we think is a little too expensive, stuff that's nice, stuff. There's a lot of good stuff out there.
Oh yeah, a lot
But
of
there's
good
some stuff out there that I think are gouging a little bit. Hey, we're running out of time here. Believe it or not, it went by pretty quick.
It did.
You are listening to Let's Talk Ghost at www.letstalkghost.com. We are a weekly family-friendly talk show. You can find us on Twitter, search for Let's Talk Ghost. You can find us on Facebook, search for Let's Talk Ghost. And now you can find us on YouTube. Search for Let's Talk Ghost, or simply go to our website and click on the link. Don't forget, we got the Paranormal Picnic coming up on July 26th. It's a Saturday. It's going to start about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Bring a dish to pass. For any of you guys out there that are paranormal groups, you want to come, just get an email to us. Let us know if you're coming. How many people are coming. Bring a dish to pass appropriate for the size of your group. And we'll have fun.
Yep.
How about you, Will? Anything going on?
You can find us at bpirsparanormal.com. You can go to our Twitter and YouTube at bpirsparanormal.com, or find us on Facebook at Binghamton Paranormal Investigation Research Society.
Awesome. Now, in a couple weeks, like I said, we got our 100th show coming up. Woohoo!
Yeah. Woohoo!
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Our 100.
This is show number 98.
How time flies.
Yep.
It's going by fast.
It has. It seems like wasn't that long ago that we had our 50th show, and we're already hitting 100.
Yeah, our 50th show, we just did a bunch of clips.
Yeah. No, the 100 show. I want to try and get a celebrity or somebody on here, so a special guest. So we'll see what we can get.
Well, I'll be here, so
Yeah.
that's good enough.
Yeah, we're celebrities.
Yeah, we're all celebrities
I'm
in our own minds.
Yeah, I know. Hey, other than that, just remember the Paranormal Picnic coming up. If you want information, we're going to put something on our website pretty quick.
And the Finger Lakes Paracon.
And the Finger Lakes Paracon. Check that place out and check out their website. Other than that, hey, we'll see you all on the next investigation.